Years ago in our own galaxy, The Force Awakens was revealed to the public. The fans were riled up and were getting excited to see their original favorites come back to the big screen. We were getting photos, teasers, reveals, and interviews with the new actors and actresses, and through it all we were introduced to the helmet. Kylo Ren's helmet represented familiarity. Darth Vader was the OG villain, and Kylo was a figurative fanboy who wanted to follow in his steps. Why the ghost of Anakin never went to Kylo to tell him off didn't matter. What did matter was that JJ thought the helmet looked cool. And yet JJ said no to working on the next movies. So Disney's want of keeping their trilogy very similar to the original led to their decision on having different directors for different films. Then episode 8 came out, and Rian said, "Fuck you, JJ," and created a scene where Snoke called Kylo stupid for wearing the helmet. The helmet Snoke made Kylo wear in the first place, or did Kylo decide to get it made himself? And by this logic, did Snoke make the Knights of Ren wear helmets too? Did everyone in the Knights of Ren decide on their own clothing choices and Snoke let it be? Well, it doesn't matter now. Rian just thought the helmet was dumb, and what did matter is that Kylo would rage like a 5-year-old after that scene and destroy his helmet for good. So for the rest of the movie, we're instead stuck to look at the actor's luxurious nose. But then episode 8 was loathed by fans, and the next movie, Solo, made jack shit. So in a desperate measure to bring fans back and have the success they did with The Force Awakens, JJ was called in to finish what he began. While working on the film, JJ said, "Fuck you, Rian," and created a scene where Kylo Ren would get his helmet repaired by monkeys, because apparently when it comes to engineering, the bad guys use monkeys, good guys use armless slugs, and everyone else use humanoid rodents. But who cares? JJ got his helmet back, and that's all that would matter. And this is where the bitterness would end, but through a rumor that I did not make up myself, Rian came to the set while they were shooting episode 9 and said, "Fuck you, JJ," and stole Kylo Ren's helmet, which is why it mysteriously disappears halfway through the film. While Rian thought he won the battle, JJ then released the film with a final "Fuck you, Rian," and made his film mock episode 8 through many means, including Rose being less important on screen and Holdo briefly mentioned just to make her actions stupid in universe, all of which probably made Rian a bit peeved. So the sequel trilogy is over and everyone is now upset, and while it was heavily implied, they could never actually tell the other to go fuck themselves because they both wanted to stay professional in front of their wannabe daddy Disney and the millions and millions of dollars to possible future projects they can have. And the lesson of that story is, don't be like these two bozos. Bye.